Today I was just going to go over the easiest and most effective way to reach 300 to 310 light in the least amount of time. I see a lot of people that struggle with this, that get to around 280, 290 and can't seem to get any higher. People that can't do the raid, maybe you don't have 6 friends that you can do it with, maybe you just don't have time to learn the mechanics of the raid. That's okay, you can still get to over 300 light, you can still get to 310 light without doing the King's Fall raid. Usually, if you're not going to do the raid, it does mean you're going to have to divulge a little bit into some PvP. Things like Trials of Osiris can give you gear that's higher than 310, Iron Banner, SRL, whatever event it is, can all give you higher gear. But the best thing you can do is when you're, let's say you've just got to level 40, you've just completed the Taken King story missions pre-destroying Oryx, and you want to know what to do next to progress in the endgame material. The best thing you can possibly do at this point is to grind that level 36 strike playlist. Yes, it could be tedious. Yes, it could even get ridiculously easy after a while. And yes, the loot you may get from it may be blue, rare items that aren't going to help you much, but even if this is the case, the strange coins and motes of light you get do really help you, and the higher light you get, the higher gear that will drop. So when you get to around 280 light, the 290 gear will start dropping, 294, 298, up to around 300. So you want to do that, pick up a few legendary engrams from this, infuse your stuff up to around 300 so that you're on around 290 light, 295 light. The next thing you need to do after that is you need to do the Nightfall. You need 3 people for the Nightfall. If you don't have 2 other threat friends, I do suggest using an LFG finder for the Nightfall. It isn't that difficult. It's a lot easier to find 2 other people, and it doesn't take very long to complete the Nightfall. You will get a legendary, a higher ranking armor or weapon from that. You could even get an exotic, which brings me on to my next point. When Xur is around, you need to make sure you're buying those 3 of coins. They will give you a 290 exotic when they drop, or 280 exotic. This obviously you can infuse into other gear or keep it for yourself. Find the best setup possible. Another thing you'll need to do is you'll need to join a faction. This either be being Dead Orbit, New Monarchy, or Future War Cult. The main reason for this is because some of the guns that they provide are really handy, especially when you are pre-300 light. Guns from the Future War Cult that are very effective are the Vanity, which is the hand cannon coming with Firefly, Luck in the Chamber, very nice, especially for low level strikes. You've also got things like the Villainy, which is a very nice pulse rifle. So when you level that up, you'll be able to acquire some of those guns. A popular choice for Dead Orbit is the Hung Jury, which is a scout rifle that comes with Firefly for clearing those mobs. So that's a very handy thing to do. So make sure you're joining those factions, ranking those factions up as quickly as you can. So if you've got to around 295, 300 light now by doing this, the next thing you're going to want to do is venture into Court of Oryx. If you've not done this yet, then Court of Oryx is found on the patrol on the Dreadnought. You need to go to the Hall of Souls area. You can get that from the Mausoleum, or you can get that from the Hull Breach right at the beginning. You pick up, throughout doing, especially doing these strikes, reciprocal runes, stolen runes. If you've seen these and you don't know what they're for, then they can be placed in the Court of Oryx. The reciprocal runes can go straight in. It summons a boss. You take that boss out. This can be soloed. It might be wise to bring a friend along, especially if you've not done it before. the stolen runes you have to charge, which you do by using the reciprocal runes. So once you're using the reciprocal runes, if you have stolen runes in your inventory, it will charge them up, and once a stolen rune is charged, it will split into 3 and you will have 3 ready to go. The best thing to do, the best reason why we do this is because it drops, again, you get loot every time you use a rune and kill a boss, but I've also noticed that you get more artifacts from this, and artifacts is something that is going to let you down because they're very, very hard to get, and unless you're doing the raid where you're guaranteed one from doing the challenge mode, you're going to be stuck maybe for an artifact. So there is actually a quest that Eris Morn gives you as part of the story to complete a certain amount of each rune. You have to complete 6 reciprocal, 3 stolen, and 1 antiquated rune. Antiquated runes are very, very tough. You will need at least 3 people, maybe 4 or 5 to complete this. And then once that is complete, you will unlock the next step of the quest. You will go to talk to Eris Morn. She will then give you a 300 legendary artifact, which is priceless at this point in the game. A quick note: if you're looking to get a higher artifact than that without doing the raid, the best way would be to play Iron Banner. When you hit rank 3, you get a blue 310 artifact every time, so that's the best way to get a higher artifact than that. So after you've done your struck, you've done your Court of Oryx, you've got your exotics up, you should be 300 light, and with a bit of luck from Trials of Osiris drops, Iron Banner and Nightfall strikes, where things can drop up over 300, as well as when you are over 300 light, you can, when you use your 3 coins, you have a chance at your exotic dropping at 310. You can then easily get to 310 light. The hardest part is getting to the initial 300. So that's pretty much it. Any questions, please post it in the comments below. I'm here to help. Have a good day. Peace out.